Hey, hello. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Esther and Ella, thank you so much for coming. Gabriela, thank you. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Amazing. Welcome. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me tonight. I really do appreciate you. My baby, please don't leave me. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I want to see your face, yeah. I know feature. I want to see your face, yeah. I want to see you. Just like the land of day. When you see early in the morning. Go, shine. You know it's only you that I want. Just like the land of day. When you see early in the morning. Go, shine. Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me tonight. Welcome. Coming, guys. As you coming, kindly help me thumbs up the stream, okay? Hey, Esther and Ella TV, welcome. Wanna kiss you early in the morning. Go, shine. You know it's only you that I want. Welcome, Queen. Thank you. Coming, guys. Go, shine. You know it's only you that I want. Thank you. Please give me a thumbs up as you come in. Let's warm up. We're 30 minutes behind schedule, but it's okay. It happens. Coming, guys. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate you guys. Before we start the stream, please, that I have a heavy duty equipment working right in front of my house. So if you hear any loud noise, please bear with me today. Pardon me today. I have waited for some time to see if they're going to wrap up the job. But unfortunately, they are still working up to this very moment. This is 4:30 p.m. my time here. So I was expecting at least by 4 they'll be done with the job, but unfortunately they haven't. So in case if you can't hear me well, let me know so I repeat myself. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Give me a thumbs up. Share out the stream to your community if you have any. Let us begin. Sorry guys, I gave 30 minutes to see, but then since the end stopping, I better start my stream. Well, it's a delight to have you guys. It's midweek already. Thank you so much. And we are discussing setting boundaries in marriage. Setting boundaries in marriage. You know this thing called marriage, sometimes it takes people who are truly matured to go into it. If you are not matured and you get into it, you will be making a whole lot of mistakes thinking you're doing the right thing. And when it comes to, thank you so much, when it comes to setting boundaries between in-laws, especially the matured brother-in-laws, oh my God, it is something a lot of people are yet to come to terms with. A lot of people still believe in this saying that marriage is not just for one person, but it is a union of two families. That means to say, my brother's wife is my wife. Just like in some tribes, they call their brother's wife my wife, which is normal. I know not everyone does it. like calling their brother's wife their wife. Not every tribe, but there is a particular tribe that you can't take that away from them. Wherever they say you, it is my wife, my husband, Diani. Even the Yorubas, Iyawo, you know, they still say that. My brother-in-laws call me my wife. You understand? So it is common in some cultures to find brother-in-laws calling their brother's wife my wife, but that doesn't mean that literally that the brother's wife is their wife, as in they can share. No, it only means that one person doesn't go to marry a wife. A wife married into a family belongs to the entire family, both the women and the men. But unfortunately, some people are really taking it literally, like they are taking it to be that my brother's wife is equally my wife, and I can have anything to do with my brother's wife. That is why some men, some young guys have thrown away the fear of God and descended so low to the extent of having something with their brother's wife. And some can't even wait for the brothers to pass on before they decide to pounce on their wife. That is so sad. So today tonight we shall be discussing where to set the boundaries and how to set the boundaries to avoid stories that touch the heart. Yes, a lot of people have broken the vows with same family members, and it is really an abominable thing. Believe me, it is not a good thing at all. Now, there is a story I'll be sharing with you guys. Hey, Anna Bai, thank you so much. Welcome. I really do appreciate you, Sister Winnie. God bless you. God bless you. Welcome. God bless you. Please, guys, help me thumbs up and share out to your community if you have any. Let's have more people come in here. We're already running behind schedule, and that's because of the noise. I said this from the beginning. Please ignore this heavy-duty equipment truck in front of my house. They are doing some little road repair, actually working on drainage system because it's beginning to flood. So they're working on that. So thank you so much. Thank you. I really do appreciate you. Now, going into the story, I might be repeating the story for those who come in. They might not really understand what is going on, but I might be repeating it from time to time. So now this particular guy has been living with his brother for some time now. In fact, he started living with the brother since he was a teenager. The brother saw him through school. Oh, Anna, bye. Thank you so much, Anna. Thank you. God bless you for the share. Thank you. Now, this brother has been living with his elder brother since he was a teenager. The elder brother. Now, guys, I don't know. Can you hear my voice very well because of the noise at the background? If you can hear me, just let me know. Let me know if you can hear me, because I feel the noise is really disturbing. So if you can hear me, let me know. If you can hear my voice clearly, let me know, please, before I go on. If you can hear me, let me know, guys, please. You can hear my voice? Okay, very well. Okay, thank you very much. Now, this brother in question saw his younger brother through school, through secondary school, and into high institution. The father is late, so the brother practically took up all responsibility. Okay, thank you. The senior brother took up the responsibility of a father towards the. Oh, okay, and we are not. Oh, really? Wow, hallelujah that you're not hearing the noise. It's so loud. It's so loud. I was thinking you guys can hear it. So I'm trying to speak on top of speak loudly. Okay. Now he has been taking up the responsibility of a father on his younger brother, paying his school fees, clothing him, and they've been living together, until this senior brother, met a young, beautiful woman that he fell in love with, and they started dating. While they were dating, this other guy was already in high institution. The younger brother has been training through school. He's already in his year 2 in high institution. So he got back home and discovered that the brother already has a girlfriend. He was happy for the brother, but the problem is this brother's girlfriend is so beautiful. She is a drop-dead gorgeous queen, very beautiful. And then he was like, oh my God, this my brother has good eyes, He wasn't expecting that anything serious was going to come out of the relationship. So he met the lady, the brother introduced the girlfriend to him, and he went back to school. Now, while he was in school, I think in their 3rd year, In their third year, the brother got married to this beautiful queen that he is in love with. And he was in school when they got married. So he came back and met that the brother is already married. So the brother told him that he's getting married. But he didn't, expect that it's going to be so soon. So they got married, and then he came back and met the brother's wife. This time around, no longer girlfriend, but a wife. She is so beautiful. Since that day, his eyes has been on this brother's wife. Since that day, and because the brother loves him so much, he didn't see the need to ask him to start getting a place. Of course, he's still in school, so he had no problem with the brother. Hey, AE29, thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you. How have you been? Welcome, Queen. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. So he didn't see any need. I mean, he didn't suspect anything. This is a younger brother that has been living with him for years, for several years. So what's the need suspecting anything? So the brother, was still in school, and this guy and the wife has been living until they had a child. They had one child, and then by the time they had one child, the brother already graduated and came back home to stay permanently. While still living, this same senior brother, yeah, okay. Yeah, and how are my girls doing? I know you all are fine. Now, this same senior brother got his younger brother a job. He clothes him, he feeds him, and do everything for the younger brother. Like, he took up the whole responsibility. Even for the period of time this younger brother has been at home, did his youth service, finished his youth service, had no job, and was still at home. The brother was taking full care of him. He lacked nothing. But unfortunately, while he was at home, he started eyeing the brother's wife, started making passes, and one thing led to the other. They started having an affair. Now, according to him, because this is a true life story, he came out and then he was sharing this story that he needs people to advise him. And he said, I couldn't play the video because I wish I can play. It's a very lengthy interview. So he now said that he is handsome. The brother's wife is so beautiful. So two of them are meant to be, that he is more handsome than his senior brother. So why would this beautiful woman be given to his senior brother? And because of that, he made advances, and the woman stupidly fell for it, and they started an affair, a full-blown affair, under the same roof, under the nose of the senior brother. He never suspected it. All he knew is that his junior brother is, well bonded with the wife. He noticed the relationship, and he just felt, okay, my wife. He just felt, okay, this is normal for a junior brother, for my brother to like my wife. I mean, it's a good thing when your brother loves your wife. Yeah. It's a good thing when your brother likes your wife and he's not troubling her. But he never suspected that there is more to read than meet the eye. So while they were having this affair, 1 year, 2 years, guess what, guys? The brother's wife got pregnant. And this thing happened while the brother was away, because usually he travels on a weekend. Sometimes he travels for a week, 2 weeks, and then comes back home. During this period that he travels, he leaves his brother and the wife at home without any suspicion. True, Mamle, welcome. Thank you so much, ma, for coming. I really appreciate you, ma. Thank you. Welcome. Please give me a thumbs up, ma. Welcome. So he leaves the brother's wife in the hands of his younger brother and travels sometimes a week and 2 weeks, sometimes just weekend, while these two enjoy uninterrupted love affair. So on one of these occasions that she was ovulating, the husband was not around, they had an affair, of course, unprotected, and she got pregnant. Remember, they already had a son. She got pregnant, and by the time the husband came back, they made love. She knew, because by the time her ovulation already finished when the husband got back. Thank you so much, Ed Varieties. Welcome. Thank you for coming, ma. I appreciate you, ma. Thank you so much. So she knew who fired as of the time she was ovulating, not the husband. They both knew that, okay, this pregnancy belonged to us, not between the woman and the husband. And the husband was so happy that the wife is pregnant again. Boom, they continued the affair. In fact, when she delivered, this guy said that he gave the woman, this lover of his, who happens to be the brother's wife, the name to give to the son. That's to the second son, because he knew this boy is his son. And the guy looks so much like him. And the husband, the brother never suspected anything. After all, it is the same family. So if my son looks like my younger brother, that means it runs in the blood. So he never suspected anything. Sheena, thank you so much for coming. Thank you. I really appreciate you, Queen. Thank you. Please, a thumbs up, okay? Thank you so much. Welcome, guys. Thank you. Now, he gave the son, his own son, the name without his brother knowing. This affair continued until now. What this guy is saying is, he came out to say he's tired of this hide and seek. He's tired of hiding everything. He wants to fully take charge and control of his brother's wife. Hey, Cornelius, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you. He said now he wants to take over the brother's wife and also his son. He wants to take the wife and take the son. And the advice he needs is, how is he going to go about it without hurting the brother? And then they were like, why wouldn't you hurt your brother? How can you take your brother's wife and then a son he's thinking is his? You want to leave. He said yes, that the brother's wife agreed that they should do something about it and leave. So he's going to break the news to the brother. Worst case, the brother will divorce the wife. He will now marry the woman and then live happily ever after with his brother's wife. And he's saying, okay, if the brother doesn't mind, he can still take the first son, which belongs to him. In fact, since the child belongs to the woman and the woman will now be his, he will rather take the two children, leaving the brother empty-handed, like strip the brother of his wife and two children. And you think evil does not exist in this world. You think people are not wicked. This is a senior brother who did everything for him, a senior brother who raised him, a senior brother who saw him through school, a senior brother who got him a job, even the job he is now doing, a senior brother who wiped his behind. He wants to strip him of everything, knowing fully well that by the time he tells the brother that he is the father of the other son and he's been having an affair with the wife, the brother will definitely throw the wife away. So he doesn't mind and he's not feeling any remorse. He is not feeling any remorse. For him, it's only, it is only normal. It is good because he deserves the woman more. And when you hear him speak, you feel like giving him a dirty slap. That he's more handsome than the brother and more deserving of the woman. The woman is very beautiful. Does the brother deserve such a woman? And there is no way. And then they were asking him, did your brother treat the wife in any way? He said no. Has your brother treated you in any wrong way? He said no. So why do you think you want to do this to your brother? Hey, Ella, Inspire with Ella, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you, thank you. Please give me a thumbs up. Welcome. The brother never treated him in any way wrong. He never treated the wife wrongly. He has been a caring brother and a caring husband. Which brings me to today's question. Okay, Sheena said people are not thankful for sure for everything they did for him. I'm telling you, very ungrateful human being. For everything the brother did for him. Everything for 20 years. While he was still little. Now, this is how he wants to pay his brother back, by taking the wife and taking the two children. Because he knew that the other child, the first child, is still very young. The first child is around 4 years. So there is no way the wife would leave the 4-year-old boy with the husband. She's gonna take the child, take custody of the child. That means he will now be the father to these two children. Wife is not yours. Kids are not yours. And yet, so this brings me to today's question. Do you think it's right for brothers to still, in this time and age where people are wicked, where people do the unthinkable, where people have lost their conscience, where people do not have any living conscience at all, to still live under the same roof with a full-blown in-law, a male in-law, brother-in-law, be it cousin, be it immediate younger brothers or even senior brothers, because there are people who still live with their senior brothers, and their senior brother lives with them because maybe he can't find his feet. It could be cousins. Do you think in this time and age, with the world this messed up, that it is wise for a man to still bring or allow the younger brother live with him, or his brothers live with him, be it cousin or direct brother, under the same roof. And I said, yeah, but even the lady is so shameless. I'm telling you, she is shameless. These people have no fear of God. And you can imagine how heartbroken the brother would be. He'll be so devastated. He'll be so messed up. This thing can ruin his life forever. I mean, how is he going to begin to trust anybody, any other person in this world? If his own brother can do this to him, do you think this brother can trust any other person? It can mess him up emotionally. Mary Quincy, oh, my beautiful Mary Quincy, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Omalecha, welcome. Do you think this senior brother will ever forgive his younger brother for taking the wife and the children away from him? Or because he feels he's now, okay, according to him, he said he's now working and he has made so much money. He has made so much money for himself. And they asked him, who got this job for you? He said, my brother. Who made you rich? My brother. Who made you who you are? My brother. Who saw you through school? My brother. And yet, you took his wife. You want to take 2 of his children, even if one belongs to you, because you had that child through illicit affair with the brother's wife. Why not? I can help. I can help my brother, but he shouldn't disturb my peace. Yeah, you can help your brother now, but this time around, your brother-in-law, a full-grown man, let's say a guy in his 20s, late 20s, early 30s, to still live under the same roof with your husband traveling. If you trust yourself, if you trust your wife, can you really trust your brother-in-law? Or if you trust your brother, I mean your own brother, can you truly trust your wife? These are 2 grown adults. They don't share the same blood. They are just in-laws. In today's messed up world. Thank you, Mary Quincy. Oh, Omalecha Wanyoma, you are so kind. Thank you for sharing. Sheena said he'll be depressed, but I think he should forgive and start a new life. That's all. Now he's not even asking the brother for forgiveness. Gabriela, welcome. Thank you so much, Queen. Thank you. And do you think the problem is he's not even asking the brother for forgiveness? Sheena, he's not even remorseful. All he's saying is, I want this woman now. And the only reason he's telling his brother is so that the brother cannot end his marriage with the wife, and he will now take over. Of course, where would the woman go to if not to him? So his mission is actually to ruin the marriage and go with the woman. Gabriela, thank you so much. Where did this happen? This happened recently in Ghana. It actually happened in Ghana. And the guy is not remorseful at all. Fat Ninja, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the thumbs up as well. You are kind. Thank you. And the guy is saying, I am not feeling guilty. I didn't do anything bad. It is just destiny. It is fate. This woman originally was meant for me by destiny. But fate brought her to my brother. Now I am taking her back. And then it lets me chilled, feeling chilled, like the kind of things people do, the kind of things blood siblings do to themselves, the kind of things friends do. These days, one has to be extremely careful. And with that, I pondered over this thing for a long time before I decided to bring it here on the live stream. I pondered over this thing, and I was like, if a brother can do this, tell me what is new under the surface of the earth. Is there anything beyond, is there anything humans can't do? And it left me wondering, so how do you now trust a brother living with you under the same roof? A guy in his 30s, late 20s, early 30s, single, working, full-blown man with blood pumping through his vein. And then you have to travel, leaving your wife behind with just the 2 of them at home and the kids. You don't know who is doing the firing. Because even if the children, even if the wife conceives and have a child, that child will either look like your brother or look like you. So how do you know if you were actually the one that's called the goal? How would you know if that child belongs to you? How would you know? I mean, this guy who helped should forget about the sin and get another wife. Thought her, though it is hard for sure, to trust again. Honestly, he has been stripped of everything, and it is gonna be very, very hard for him to ever trust anybody again. It's gonna be very hard, very difficult. Like, if something like this happened to me, I don't think I will ever trust any soul again. Like when it comes to men and women, I don't think so. I knew a lady who did that. She had a child with her brother-in-law. Yes, this happened in Ghana where you are. It happened in Ghana where you are. And it's a recent happening. It just happened recently. And the guy came out, though he had to blur his face because he doesn't want people to. He backs the camera. He doesn't want people to know he's the one. And he didn't call his name so that the brother would not know. It happened through Mamla. It happened there in Ghana where you are. That is where it happened. So it could be the same thing. And it's chilling. So if you ask me personally, right now, I don't think I want to live. If I trust myself, I don't trust any other person. I don't think I want to live with any. It is me. I don't think I want to live with any man apart from my husband under the same roof. Because people are wicked. Okay, now, even if the woman, in a situation like this, even if the woman says no to the affair, and the brother is not around, maybe on one of his trips, brother-in-law now decides to dope her drink. This is something that happened. Doped her drink, she was unconscious, and he was intimate with her. She got pregnant. The husband didn't know who. She herself didn't know who until the child grew up, was sick, went to the hospital. They were to do blood transfusion. That was when they discovered that the blood doesn't match, that the husband's blood doesn't match. And the husband was thinking the wife cheated on him. He was thinking the wife cheated on him. So it became a serious problem until this guy had to confess that he was the one. Seeing how the man was so mad at the wife, he sent the wife out of the house, divorced her. No, they were still in the process of divorce. Relax and enjoy. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, say no, they are in UK, my former childminder. Whoa. Okay, this one happened in Ghana. It happened in Ghana. So when this guy now saw that the marriage is about to break, a good friend, tight friend, because he came to stay with the guy for some time when he lost his job. And this guy trusted his friend. They gave him a spare room in his house while he goes to work, leaving the wife behind, because they've been childhood friends. And then the friend doped the wife's drink. Just came up, hey, the woman was having a juice, and then he doped it. She passed out, and he had an affair with her. Years later, this little boy that came out, this little boy that was conceived was taken to the hospital when he was sick. And they tested the husband's blood because they wanted to transfuse blood. That was how they discovered that their blood didn't match. So who is responsible? When this guy saw how mad he was, and then how he has taken, sent the wife packing, and divorce was already in progress, that was when he confessed, because he didn't want this woman to suffer the shame and humiliation. Thank God he had a living conscience to even confess. But in the case of this one, this is his own blood brother living under the same roof, trusted brother, a brother that was taken care of like a son. He raised him like a son. So do you think it's still wise, because even if the woman herself says no, do you know that this brother himself can actually come out and say, your wife did this, or even maybe give allegation against the wife, claiming that the wife did something, or he will try to paint the wife black before the entire family so that everybody can hate on her. He can do anything. Because the world is wicked, people are wicked. And this, I keep asking, do you think it's wise for grown adults? Because this idea of it's my brother is my brother. My brother's wife is my wife. I think that should be from a distance now. because people no longer have conscience. They can do anything. So bringing your brother to come and live in the house, hey, a guy that can already get a woman pregnant is a risky thing to do. 4K road trip, thank you so much for coming. Oh, thank you so much for the share. Please give me a thumbs up. Pepe Chichi, Omalicham, welcome. Thank you so much. Please give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. I'm dropping the link now. Whoever wants to jump on the link, please come on the link. Let us discuss, because this is a problem we are having. A lot of women are carrying, have given birth to their in-laws child. They are carrying children that belongs to their husband's brother. They are having an affair under the husband's nose, under the same roof, and the men don't know about it. The same thing goes for the women. We know how husbands are, having an affair with sister-in-laws. They do under the wife's nose. Sometimes the wife suspects. In fact, women have more intuition than men. They easily code it when something is off between their husbands and their sister. When something is off, women can actually code it early enough. And they set the boundaries. But women have more intuition to detect early enough when their husband is making passes at their sisters, be it cousins, be it nephew, niece. They detect that when the husband is making passes at their cousins or their nephew or their niece. So at what age do you now bring it into your home or allow to stay? And how do you monitor? How are you sure? Because you say you just trust. Now it's my brother I can trust. I cannot trust anybody. I was having this conversation with a friend of mine. Guess what? She told me that when she newly got married, her brother-in-law came to visit. And while she was cooking, I think she bent down, she was doing something. The brother carried camera, the brother-in-law carried camera and snapped her behind. Snapped her behind. And she didn't really, she said she was a bit, she was uncomfortable. But when her husband came back and saw the picture, this brother-in-law actually posted the picture on Facebook. So when her husband came back and saw it, when immediately he saw it, he called the brother, said, come on, pull down that picture immediately. This is my wife. Don't you have respect for my wife? Pull it down. Some brother-in-laws don't know where to draw the boundary. They don't respect what belongs to their brother. Some will take it with their full chest without any iota of guilt or remorse. This is the problem we're having. So both men and women have to be careful. Open your eyes. As you are trusting your brother or trusting your sister, be careful and know that this generation we are today, is the generation where everybody is waiting for Angel Gabriel to pray, to blow the trumpet. We are waiting. What happened to the trumpet? Because the abominable things happening under the surface of under this world now, under the surface of this earth now is just terrible. Angel Gabriel should just blow the trumpet already. It's crazy. Blow the trumpet. Let us all go and queue up and answer for all the things we have done. Because it's getting messier by the day. It is getting messier. Imagine going to work, leaving a trusted younger brother in the care of your wife. Please take care of my wife. Instantly with one hand, you say, yes, brother, brother, you know now. You know I like your wife. You know your wife doesn't have any problem. Brother, don't worry. Your wife and children are in my care. You know I love your children. You know I love your wife. She's a good woman. And then brother goes to work. Maybe he has a trip. On that trip, he will call, how is my family doing? They are fine. Not knowing that they are busy firing. And they were asking this guy, so if your brother is at home, how do you feel? He said he feel anger whenever the brother is at home and he is in the room with the wife. That he feel jealous and wish he is the one there. And no one else should touch the woman. He's the only one that should touch the woman. And most nights, whenever the brother is around, he goes to the door and then he's just listening to hear if they are making love, what they are discussing. That is how bad. And the brother doesn't even know. The brother is ignorant of this. He doesn't know. So how do we control this? How do you know? Yes, we are in Africa. In Africa, we say family marriage. Of course, when you are married to a man, you are married to his family. In-laws can come and live. Brothers and sisters can come and live. You know, it is done in those days. While growing up, my mother's brothers were in my mother's brothers' cousins. They all come to visit. My father's cousins, nephews, and nieces, they all come. In those days, but in today's world, I don't know what is happening to people. They have lost their conscience, that they no longer have respect and fear of God. So they do anything, they do the unimaginable things, they do crazy things. Is in this era where father is having something with the daughter, or this era where son is having something with the mother? We want to trust. But how do you trust? How do you trust your own brother? How do you trust your own sister? The woman just put to bed and she invited the sister to come stay and help her out during Omugo. Before you say Jack, the husband is already firing her younger sister. Who came to help her during Omugo? And she caught them. For what? This is a sister. You should respect her matrimonial bed. What is evil? This is just terrible. It is terrible. Somebody who is supposed to come help you, a trusted sister, siblings, the same mother and father, because their mother is no more. So she invited the sister over, only for the husband. You know, we have a lot of loose men. Unfortunately, we have a lot of loose men out there who do not care. They don't have fear of God. They don't know how to control themselves. They can't keep their thing in between their legs. They don't have respect for their wives. No value for marriage. And you know the sad thing? This man, of course, is going to send the wife packing when he finds out that the brother has been sleeping with the wife, and the second child, the second son they have, belonged to the brother. In fact, the brother was the one that named the child. He was the one that gave the child name. He told the woman the name to suggest to the husband. That was how tricky, how crafty he is. Knowing that this child belongs to him, he told the wife, suggest this name to you, to my brother. And knowing fully well that the brother will not say no. The brother, took the name the wife suggested, not knowing that it was manipulation from his own younger brother. Don't trust anyone when it comes to her. When it comes with husband and wife, you have to open your eyes. Honestly, man, honestly, what I know is that people are becoming more and more wicked and desperate, and they don't care if they do harm. Like this particular guy now, he was asked, so how do you feel? Don't you think this is wickedness? He said he doesn't feel anything. He doesn't feel remorse. He's not regretting anything. So they asked him, so why did you decide to come out? He said he wants to know the best way to approach this matter so that the brother will not be hurt. Like, I felt like giving him a dirty slap so that your brother will not be hurt. You have taken everything away. That guy might lose his mind, and I pray he doesn't lose his job. That he feels nothing. He's not remorseful. That is how bad people have become. No remorse. They don't feel anything when they hurt you. They don't feel anything when they offend you. They don't feel anything because their conscience has been smeared. Their conscience is dead. Gabriela, thank you so much. They no longer have a living conscience. So all they care about is themselves. Selfishly. Themselves. So now, even as a married woman, I don't think, not that I don't trust my younger sister. Yeah. Is that acceptable in the country? No, it is not acceptable. Unfortunately, it is not acceptable. But people are just wicked. It is not acceptable at all. Welcome, True Mamle. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Greetings, ma.
Greetings. Greetings to everyone. I just want to
Greetings,
say
ma.
something
Welcome.
quickly.
Okay,
Like
ma.
the one I was saying, this the lady used to look after my son, the elder one. So She came
Okay.
from Germany because of documents, and we decided she should look after my son, and also she does our hair by then.
Okay.
Before we realized she's pregnant, and my friend and I, we were asking her, your husband is not here, and you are pregnant. Who is responsible? And she didn't say anything. So one day we went to their house. She's there with her brother-in-law, her mother-in-law, and I think sister or so. And then somebody told us what was going on. And we approached her. We said, what is going on? Not knowing is the brother-in-law. It became
What?
a big problem in the family.
God.
They have to go and destroy the other marriage, and the mother-in-law wasn't so happy, so they have to move them from the house. She's supposed to be
So
looking
they
after.
dissolved the other marriage and he married her officially.
They couldn't marry. They refused to marry there because it's abomination. In Ghana, well, in my trap, I don't know about in Ghana, when, for example, like my dad passed away, my dad's wife, any of his brothers has right to marry them, so they will
Yeah.
stay in the
It
family.
is the same thing where I come from in my place back in the days, but it's no longer done. People no longer practice it.
People don't
When
do
a
it.
man
Yes,
dies, his brother can marry his wife and take care of the children.
yes, but now people don't do it. But this brother is
Mm.
well alive. Well alive. They have a child by then. What I'm saying now, that these children will finish secondary school now. They have two. But then what happened? Later they separated after having two children.
What?
It,
Can you
it
imagine
just,
this?
we look at her, my friend and I, what's going on? Why? What will lead you to do this? You are here, your brother-in-law is looking after you as a brother-in-law, maybe driving you because you are new, and then well, you end up sleeping with, and not just, it's not by mistake, one is enough, but move out and have another child. It means you did it intentionally. There's no shame. I mean,
Mm-mm.
I tell you, the world we are now, everyone should be careful. We should open our
I'm
eyes,
telling you.
because
I'm telling you.
especially like having girls in your house, um, cooking for you, washing your clothes and things like that. You have to especially Africa, you have to be careful. And even in Europe here, people are doing it. You will have a friend like a joke. If you don't open your eyes, they will take your husband from you like
Of
that.
course.
If your husband is friendly, they think because the person is friendly, so he loves them, and vice versa. It's like, I don't know the way that we are now. Like people
Hmm.
don't know what is good or bad. They just move on and do their own thing. They
They
say,
know.
and so what? The
They know,
fear
but they
of
don't
God.
care. They don't care.
They don't care. People don't care anymore. There's no fear of God anymore. I mean,
Mm-mm.
this is like how many years? My son is, it's about 17, 18 years, two children. And it's happening all the time. But this
It
is
is
somebody I
happening.
know. I mean, I was like, we were horrified. What is going on? Why?
No,
Why
they
will you
can't
do
marry.
something
So
like
why
that?
would they do such a thing, knowing that they
It's
can't
not
even get
like
married?
boyfriend and girlfriend. You are married. You are in your mother-in-law's house. Yes, mother-in-law's house and brother-in-law, they were in the same house. They just hosted her, and she ended up getting pregnant.
She has reached the family. And I
Yeah,
don't know, when it happens now, the both of them should be blamed, not one person, because the woman has the right to say no and report to the husband. But you see, in a case like this, true Mamle, in a case like this, if the woman refuses, you know that some brother-in-laws can actually set a trap or try to paint her, rubbish her, and then, just make their mother, dislike the woman in question. They can set her up and claim she is the one trying to seduce the brother.
My sister, if that happen, you can move away. If that marriage
Yeah.
even spoil, you can go with your dignity. That would be even
Mm-hmm.
better. If that happen, you haven't done anything. God will open another door for you. But destroying
Yes.
a family like that, oh,
Goodness.
no.
Under her mother-in-law's house, a woman
Mm,
being taken care of. And you wonder, okay, if at all the woman is itchy, she wants a man. Is it not better to go outside and do it than do it with the same brother?
exactly. Go outside. Don't do it in the house. It's dirty.
It's dirty.
It's dirty. Don't do
Eh?
it in the house. But she was lucky the husband wasn't here. But if the husband, can you imagine? It will be mixed blood, isn't it?
The,
The
the, bro-
husband will
the,
be
the husband would
doing,
have thought that he's responsible. He would have thought that the child belongs to him until maybe
yeah.
something happens.
They will both be doing, oh no, it's just not good.
Like this one that happened in Ghana there, the brother is still not aware.
Ah,
This guy just came out with this confession last week. The
oh
brother
my
is still not
goodness.
aware that the child he's raising doesn't belong to him. One of the children belong to him. The other doesn't belong to him.
Oh,
So his plan now is to just take custody of the two kids, both the one that belongs to him and the one that doesn't belong to him. So
oh
long as the
my,
child belongs to the woman he's having an affair with, he's okay with that. So that belongs to him as well. Want to strip a brother that clothed him, that fed him, wiped his behind, did everything, saw him through school. And do you know the most painful aspect? He is not remorseful.
ah,
He is not remorseful.
it's evil. This is evil. It's just pure evil. No.
These are the things that make a man develop high blood pressure or just have cardiac arrest, drop dead down, and just
I
or have
just hope
stroke.
God will give him heart because, well, all his dream will just crash in front of him.
No wife, no kids. A man with two children and a wife will suddenly have nothing, no child, not one. Where is he going to begin? Do you think that man can even trust any other woman or even trust
Mm.
any member of his family? He can't even trust anyone because these are the kind of things that will happen to people and they'll find it difficult to ever trust anyone on earth again.
Yeah.
A brother, the dirty things and these things is, do you know that it's more common with sister-in-laws living with their sister, husbands having an affair with their sister-in-laws. It
Yes,
is
with
more
the
common.
sisters than the other
Mm-hmm.
way around.
Yes.
That's
But
why
these
he was
days,
not thinking about it.
mm-mm,
The husband wasn't thinking about it because it's not the other way around. If it is the other,
mm-mm.
the lady will catch the sister long time ago because
Yes.
it's a
It's very,
man.
women, we're very smart. We're very,
Mm.
very smart. We have these six senses that alert when something, they say the woman's mind works like FBI and CIA trained agent. You can easily, by the time you see sister, you look them in the eyes when they greet good morning. You look at them and smile. Sometimes some of these men don't know how to cover up their tracks. Women can cover up neatly, but men is very difficult for them to cover up, some of them. So it makes it easy for women to catch them doing it.
Yeah.
And then by the time you ask one or two questions, the truth will be revealed.
Oh, we should all be
See, for the past 2
careful.
days, I've been thinking, okay, has he told the brother? How did the brother react? Did he punch him? Like, I wish I would be there to watch him punch the brother. Like, give him watch him punch him,
Mm.
drag his sorry behind out of the house, destroy everything, including his certificate, and make sure he goes. In fact, make him lose that job. In fact, I've been thinking about 1001 things he can do to his brother. All for what? His wife, that she's beautiful and he's handsome. You see the way he's even saying it. I am a handsome guy. I am very handsome, and the wife is very beautiful. So we are meant to be together. Not my brother. My brother is not that handsome. So the children are so cute. Hey!
Well, he should go and face his brother. God gave him heart. He should go and face his brother. This is evil. You know, I was like the video you did about that lady that was sleeping with a stepfather. Was it stepfather or father?
Yeah, stepfather.
I was like, oh my goodness. Why?
Betrayal.
Why?
Betrayal.
You love your mom and you did that to your mom. And you want to go back and do what? And kill her by telling her that will end their life.
Of course, I don't know if the mother will be able to survive it, because imagine having 3 children with your mother's husband, and like, it's not my husband, it's not my father, it's my stepfather, it's my mother's husband. Your mother's husband is your stepfather, and you are calling the respect of a father. Now, I was saying the reason why she decided to come clean was because the man now said, okay, I'm no longer doing, I want to go and be faithful to your mother. Your mother, after 3 children, he suddenly remembers to go be faithful with the mother. After 3 children, does it make any sense?
She's not young enough for him anymore.
And the mother doesn't have any child. Olufunke, welcome. Thank you so much. The mother didn't. She is the only daughter of the mother. The only daughter. And then the mother left her father, the girl's father, because of infidelity. Left because the father was cheating, and then they both left, only for her to still do the same thing that her father did to her mother. So it's crazy. And then for 9 years, she denied the mother access of being a mother, like denied her the right of a mother. 9 years she stayed away from the mother. The mother doesn't know where she's staying. It's crazy, honestly. Funke, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. So for me, personally, I don't think I want to live with any in-law. Any in-law that is coming to the house, a guy should go and look for a place. If you are spending a day or 2, I don't mind getting a hotel. Come and eat. No, but you see, to stay under the same roof, I'm not afraid of what human being is capable of doing. Trust me. I am afraid. Today, there's a family of 6 that is being buried. Family of 6. Husband, wife, and 4 children. They are being buried today. The wickedness of man, what people can do.
What happened?
We don't know. They said they finished having dinner, and then, they all passed out. They all, passed on. So the heart of man is wicked. We don't know if it's food poisoning. Oh, yeah, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Definitely. They don't know if it's food poisoning, or if it's someone that actually poisoned the food, or if it was food contamination. They don't know. Trust now, back home in Africa, who will bring the money for the autopsy for 6 bodies? Who will pay for the autopsy?
So the case end. But
case closed. So if it's done by human,
they will have a lot of money for the funeral.
A lot of money. Husband, wife, and 4 children. The last child is just 2 years or 3 years. 4 kids. That is how wicked people have become.
And
Thank
he's
you
so
so much for
rest in
coming. Thank
peace.
you. So I don't know who to trust anymore. And if I ask me personally now, do I want to stay with any in-law? No, no, no. People have changed. I don't know. I can trust myself. I don't trust the next person. I don't know what anybody is thinking. I don't know what is in their mind. That my friend I said I was discussing with, I said that the brother was snapping. Why would the brother? She's at home. They're in their house. Why would the brother take a picture of her behind while she bent down to pick something
That's
and
big
uploaded the video? I uploaded the
disrespect.
picture. Disrespect and
Why
lack
will
of
you
fear
do
of
that?
God. That
You
means he's
ended your
already eyeing the
life,
brother's
6
wife.
people.
He's already looking at her behind. So tell me, if that kind of a brother-in-law happens to be living with her, what's going to happen?
You do know. You don't know what he
He's
will put
already
in your
looking at her
drink.
behind.
Yeah. Wow.
And then tomorrow he will tap, maybe he will not tap the behind when she's passing one day without if the brother is not at home, and he will act as if it was by mistake. Maybe when they pass, he could just stylishly use his hand to rub her boobs or hit her and pretend it was a mistake. Children of these days without respect, all these young boys that their blood is pumping, that they don't have respect at all. They don't know what marriage is. They don't care. Yes, Zoe, people are. They deleted them. Somebody deleted them. All 6.
Oh,
And
God.
autopsy is expensive. How can somebody do autopsy on 6 bodies? Who is going to pay the bill? Who will do the autopsy? Unless government
At
takes up the
least they can do
responsibility.
one. That big money they will use for funeral, they can do one.
But who will pay for it? Unless government takes it up. Because the man is no more, the wife is no more, the family have been thrown into mourning. So even if they do autopsy and find out that it is poison, real poison, then so what? Who did it? We don't have back home, this Africa, we still have a lot of learning to do. No investigation will be carried out. Nothing will be done. The culprit will not be brought to book. The person is still alive, living, and will go scot-free. Only God will judge the person. And if the person
Amen.
repents, did they not say if you repent, even if it means last minute, that God will forgive? I believe in karma. I believe in karma. I don't think that person will go scot-free. My cousin's husband had asked me out before. You see, that is what I'm saying. I can't trust. I don't think, even if I trust myself, I can't trust any brother-in-law. I can't.
People are crazy.
They
Wow.
don't care. They keep messing up marriages left, right, and center, committing all sorts of abominable things. Doing all sorts of nonsense in marriage. I don't think, with the word messed up today, I don't want to live with any in-law. I want to live with my husband and my children peacefully. Neither do I want any of my sisters, grown sister, to live with us. Sister with boobs and behind. We have moved past that age. I don't think. Because people do the unimaginable things. You trust yourself, you trust your husband. Do you trust your sister enough? Can you leave them together in the same bedroom and hit your chest that nothing crossed your husband's mind or nothing crossed your sister's mind?
Wow.
It's crazy. Oyoyo said, host, you see why I said the other day that I wouldn't take drink from that my village man. Yeah. Yeah, I honestly get you. It leaves me chilly, feeling cold, like the kind of things people do to one another. Siblings. Siblings. Now, if he takes the children from the brother, what does he now want to achieve? Takes the brother's
These
children.
children will grow up, and then people will be telling them what happened to them. It's sad. You spoil the children's life, you spoil the family as well. You know, this lady that I'm saying now, I'm just thinking these children are, they'll finish secondary school by this time. Maybe the first one in university. And then there will be people that knows, like me now, if I meet them. I haven't seen her since. I haven't seen her since. Because I don't want anything to do. But like if we by accident we meet somewhere and I see the children, I'm not going to tell them. But you know how Africans are. Least mistake and
Mhm.
somebody will tell them what happened.
Somebody will definitely tell them from the family.
Yeah.
Somebody will tell them. Somebody is going to tell them from the family. Eh? Olufunke say even after 3 kids, the man is still asking her again. The guy still asked her out again this year. After 3 children, the husband's cousin is still asking her out. To do what? To spoil her
Wow.
marriage. You see, that is
Just
the problem.
block him. Block
This
his
one is just
number.
to even maybe Kuku report. Kuku tell your husband, Aziza TV show, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Please smash the like. This one is to Kuku tell, because you see, you know one thing, the sad thing is, if they keep doing it and you keep quiet, one day they will now start lying against the woman.
Yeah.
They'll go and plot
Definitely.
something and make sure that their brother maybe send the woman away. So if I can't have her, let her lose. The kind of things people do, that is why I would rather not live with any, like live. Oyoyo, you are saying, and I want you to come and visit. Oyoyo, that one is visit. And if you come and visit, that one is different. We are all in the house there. But to come and live fully, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, people develop feelings. People develop feelings. So long as this man and woman are grown. Okay, for instance, now I will not go to work and I'll leave my husband and my sister at home. Maybe my husband is on break or is on leave or whatever, and then I will have to leave them. Or I have the need to travel over the weekend or even spend a week. I will not leave my sister with my husband. Hey, woman will not be virgin. I will not leave her. Oh, uncle, I trust you. No vex, I trust you. But I'm not gambling it. I'm not taking that risk. I won't gamble it. Oyoyo, Oyoyo is here.
Hello.
I won't gamble it though.
Hello.
You have breast, you
Hello,
have
yo-yo.
backside. I won't gamble it.
Hi, True
Thank you
Family.
for the
How's
thumbs
it
up,
going?
that.
I've seen how much you can trust me and you want me to come.
No,
Anyways,
that Oyoyo, calm down. Now that one is different. You are coming to visit, and that
don't
don't mean you
worry.
stay more than 1 week. Your husband will come and bundle you away.
We'll be in the hotel. We are not coming to the house.
Okay, we'll be in the hotel, a hotel close to the beach. You know that, so that your daughter, my little girl will teach me. You know that she already promised to teach me how to swim. So we'll all go and stay in the hotel and enjoy ourselves. We'll leave Diane at home. We'll go and cruise.
We'll do that.
Yeah, I've told my mom already.
The other day we were talking, it was as if we are getting your stage very heated up with argument. I tell you, you can only vouch for yourself. You understand? I know it might sound funny that those people doing that exchange of wine and thing, it looks ridiculous, but they know why they are doing it. They know their people. They know what is going on in their clan, in their community more than we do. When I saw that story this morning, I wept. That man that died is somebody's son, somebody's brother, 41-year-old. The wife, 39, somebody's daughter, somebody's sister. And then the
And 4
children,
children.
they just kind of wiped the entire family. And if they do further investigation, that will not be more than land dispute in the village or something close to it. So that
Are
nobody,
you even sure it could be just be a mere argument or mere conflict? And I will say, and the person say,
I
I will
tell
deal
you,
with you, I will show you. Just
yeah,
mere conflict.
to the point of clearing the whole family, you know what it means? That one is huge.
That
Those
is the
people were
heart of
poisoned.
human beings.
They were poisoned. There is nothing else anybody can tell me. It's unfortunate it has happened. It's unfortunate it is, but people ought to be very, very careful. When I talk about people being careful, I don't miss my word. The world has
Mm.
changed. It has changed from what we grew up, where you can go to your cousin's place, feel so comfortable, sleep there, eat there, do whatever
Mm.
they want to do, there without blinking an eye. It's no longer the same. And you're talking about boundaries today, setting boundaries.
Yeah.
Boundaries are very good. And it's because of the wickedness of people and the weakness from our partners, because they become so weak that they can't control their sexual urges or feelings or whatever. Men these days are more randy than what they used to be in the past. At least if you want to chase and mess up around, not with your relative, not with your wife's people. Remember, I told you 2 days ago that I got a call. You remember that
So
conversation
sorry,
I had?
one moment. One moment. Aziza TV show. Okay, go out and come in again. I think it's on. It is on. Can you see? Just go out and then watch it again. You know now. You know how we do. Go back and watch it again. Go on,
Yeah, there
please.
is ad. There is ad.
Mm.
So remember the call I told you yesterday, 2 days ago, about somebody calling me
Mm.
from, it was a long call from Nigeria. It's a similar
Yeah.
situation. The cousin that came to live with her, the husband was busy getting honey with the girl.
Hey.
So you now start wondering, who am I free to bring in my home? But when is the case is the reverse is the story. The man will bring his own people. Man or woman or everybody will come and stay. The wife is respecting herself, right? So the thing is, I don't even know what to make out of it. People are so weak with their emotion that they have no discipline whatsoever when it comes to that feelings or emotions. I don't know how to
They
explain it
don't
because,
care. They don't care.
and
Being a
that
carer,
one I
welcome.
called you, that one I called you is a
Yeah.
marriage of 26 years old. So tell me, their
And it will
first
shatter
son.
like that.
That's where would where would the woman start from? She has battled that the man who chased women in the past was chasing women everywhere. Now inside the home too. So what will you make out of it? But let this woman just make one single mistake that somebody was chatting her online and she said, "Okay, I've had feelings for you." That's the end of the story.
That is the end, though. And you see, like you were not here when I was sharing this story. This guy now, I don't know if you heard, if you had a background hearing the story. This guy now has one child belonging to the brother and the other child belonging to him. And now he's not even regretting. He wants to take the brother's wife and take the two children away from the brother. And of course, even if they go to court now. The what would the court say? The child belongs to him. The other
Of
woman, okay,
course.
you are sending the woman away. The child is still little. The woman has custody of the child. That means if he's sending the woman away, she's taking her first son, and the one that belongs to the brother, bam, they'll go and start their own family, leaving this brother of his
Yeah,
that raised
but
him, took care of him.
if they were to be Igbos, for example, it will not be an easy case for the court to decide, especially when a bride price was paid on that woman. Our courts in Nigeria still recognize the custom and tradition of our people as means and
Mhm.
way of life. So it's going to be a very big battle for them, in as much as DNA is going to prove otherwise that the children belongs to the brother-in-law. But the
Yeah.
tradition, if they were Igbos, the tradition is that so far the woman is still married under that bride price and custom, the
Uh-huh.
children that comes out from that marriage belongs to the man, whether the man fathered them or not.
But
So
do you think the man will want to even take the children?
it depends. It depends. Some people will say they've called me father. I've raised them. You understand? I don't care whether I am their biological father. There are some people with good heart. They might want to still continue that. But some people
Mhm.
that will not want, when ego comes in, they will say, fine, the woman should go with her rubbish children, you know.
There is one, forget ego here. Oh. See, forget ego. Forget if even man without ego, it will be difficult for him to keep the children with him. You know, looking at that second child that belongs to his brother will be a constant reminder that his brother messed up with him. It will be a constant reminder that my brother took my wife away from me. And this will never end. Like
Host,
they have already drawn a battle line forever.
whether he looked at the child or whether the child is there physically or not, is a constant reminder that my marriage fell because my brother slept with my wife and took my wife. That is going to be in his heart forever as long as he lives. But the thing is, if the man wants to cause trouble for his brother that did that to him, if I were in that man's shoes, right? You did this to me, I would tell you that I am the, will I say, custodian of my people's tradition. That child will go to court and fight it and you won't win.
Okay, you take the children. That's the thing. That's what, even if he gets custody of the children, is it going to give him any comfort or solace? Welcome,
No,
Boss
he
Bay
might.
Kamsi. Thank you so much.
He might.
Fun with Lexi. Thank you. Well,
You're
let me greet
welcome.
some people that just came in.
You're
Being a carer,
welcome.
thank you so much. Yeah. Go on,
See,
please.
host, there is this saying that when they did not they were not careful about the physics in the anus and bite. No, they were not careful biting you in the
The
brain.
lies
If you want
on
to,
the head.
if you, no, they say it in Igbo. Ịta m alụ n'isi without imeghe mmata gị na ike na mmata gị without
Ịta
ịsọ
m
nsị.
alụ n'isi na-asọrọ igwu dị m n'isi nta gị n'ike aga m asọ nsị dị gị n'ike.
Something like that. So if this man is that kind that has that vindictive spirit, you understand, he can go to if the brother lies, let him go to court for DNA. The court will say DNA, the child belongs to you, but the court will still recognize that this man was not divorced
The
at the time of
customary.
yeah, and that child will belong to the man. The father he took that child from the brother will kill the brother forever, because the brother will now say to the woman, of what use are you for me? Even the child you gave birth to me, I can't have it. So you might kukuma go. You understand what I'm saying? So if he want to pay the brother back as a wise man, he will use that to pay that brother back and raise that child. The child will know, daddy, you are my daddy. You know, that kind of bond with your child.
Okay, but the brother will now go ahead with the wife and raise more children, isn't it?
The brother will not. The brother will in anger because he lost that child. Trust men and the way they reason. I lost the child that you gave birth to me. What are you still doing here in my house? You, Ashawo, you this, you that. Yes, that's where his senses will set right back. He will go and look for another wife and marry. Who lose? The woman.
That kind of brother will shame. I don't think that kind of brother. Boss Bay can say thank you. I don't think that kind of brother will even do that. He will not care. You see, the kind of heart people have these days, sometimes I wonder if they equally, if God created us and gave us the same heart. Like, you know, the way this guy is sounding, he is more interested in the woman than the children. All he's saying is if the brother allows, he wouldn't mind taking the two children since they are still very young. Their mother was the first son is still very young. The mother will not want to leave her son behind. So if the brother doesn't mind, so that everything will just be balanced, he doesn't mind taking the first child too and the one that belongs to him. Because do you know that I was saying he was the one that named that child, that his own child, without his brother knowing. He gave the name to the wife and asked her to give to the husband, because the husband loves the wife and listens to her, whatever she wants. Say this is the favorite name, and then gave the name, suggested the name to the husband, and the husband accepted. Yeah, but real life. The guy just came out last week. Real life. And he's ready, because right from when they were in a relationship, he has been eyeing that woman. And then when the brother now finally married her, he said, no, this woman should have been mine, not my brother. My brother is not handsome. She's beautiful. I'm handsome. Hi.
You know, some people still do that today, but they don't come out to contest for anything. They will just be, chopping the bekus behind closed doors and still go ahead and marry their own wives, and everywhere will be calm. Nobody will know what's going on.
Nobody will.
But for him to come out, openly to drag that with the brother, That man is evil. First of all, he's a very wicked person. The brother should be careful with
Exactly.
him.
He's
Uh,
evil.
very evil. So
Mm.
even getting into involvement with anything on that shouldn't even warrant, because that person can go to any extent to eliminate the brother. We just
Exactly.
talked about the family that got eliminated today. This kind of issue can lead to that. um what I would say about what is happening in my generation is unfortunate that all these things are happening. But if we look down history, those the time of a Greek methodology, those things happen. So it's not just my time, it has been happening time immemorial. So it's just that the social media is making it closer to us, bringing the news just right at our palms, because we have smartphones. We are getting those information right away as they're happening. If you read
Yeah.
any Greek story, you find out the time of Medusa and the rest.
Ma,
Most of those
eh,
things, yeah, happened. But because my generation, we are so weak that we don't even read literature.
yeah. The time of Macbeth, the time of
Yeah.
Medusa,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. The
We
Greek
don't.
methodology, yeah.
Yeah, we
Those
don't
things
read.
happened, but they were
Yes.
rare, oh, yo, yo. They were rare. They
Mm-mm.
were not these heroes.
You might think they are rare. Okay, they are not. If you really read the Greek methodology, you find out that those things were happening seriously. It was like, because you're a goddess, or you have some kind of power and authority, you can do however you want. The thing is that my generation, we don't read literatures anymore. You understand? We just go to our smartphone, glance on videos, than reading literatures to get that kind
We
of
don't
knowledge
even
that has
watch
been
good
happening.
videos. We watch gospels. We watch crazy things. We watch stupid things. Not even things that will benefit us.
You
That's
know
the sad
why?
part.
You know why they watch those things? They want something that will take their mind away from the reality of the present condition. Life now is very
Mm.
tough. You understand? It's so tough that the value of naira, for example, is useless. The value of most world currencies is useless. You understand? So people are looking for a way to escape, easy escape from what the pain they are going through. So those
Yeah.
comedy nonsense is what they are going to watch and laugh, and the day is gone. Then, having said that, another thing is for us to guard our own heart. The way you guard your heart, you don't want things that will, make you crazy or make you think otherwise. Because are they
Mm.
going to stop? No. Will another one
No.
happen tomorrow? Yes. But how
Yes.
do I stay away from these things so that my mental health, my sanity will remain for me at least reasonable? Men are evil. Let's look at it from that perspective, honestly. And the times we are in
Human.
is evil. Yeah.
Mm.
When I mean men, not just men
Yeah.
as in gender, I
Men
mean
and women.
human being. Yeah. It is a terrible, terrible period that we are in.
Mommy Fechi, welcome. Thank you so much for coming, Mommy. I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thumbs up, thank you. Go on, Wanyama. Did we lose you?
No, I'm here. I'm
Oh,
here.
okay.
Honestly,
Good.
I heard
Now,
about it.
now, okay, Oyoyo, what is your say? Let's even go back to this. What is your opinion on in-laws now living in this time and age, in this present time and age now? Because sometimes they say, can one Solomon let your brother go and follow you and stay in Abuja or Lagos so that he can learn trade under you, or he can work, or you
Mm,
can help get a job, or he can school, and then the brother follows, full guy with the chest, and all those things. He's a matured human being. And then he follows and is living under the same roof with the newly married wife.
mm-hmm.
Before you know it, small touching body, small disrespect begins to get in. And if unfortunately, if the woman is the kind of woman without sense, they start chopping under the husband's nose without the
Host,
husband
see,
knowing. How do we manage things today?
host,
Do you still
see,
support this?
host, see, it depends on the woman and her way of upbringing. Because I
Mm,
know one thing, my generation, at least, let me speak for my generation, okay? I'm not talking
yeah,
about the people I am 10 years older than. I'm talking about the people within my age bracket. I believe they are still very much sane, saner than the
Mm.
people I am 10 years older than. So if that
And
happened
even
to be
20
the
years older than.
if that happened to be their case right now, you understand, you say they have a little bit of self-control. They are not going to be wearing cleavage V all the way that their boobs will be showing so that the boy will see them. No. Rather, they wear a t-shirt when they're in the house that has a round neck. But the people of now, you understand, the 20s, I don't really trust their activities anymore, because if I go by what I see on Instagram, I'm so sorry to say, I don't trust those things I see on Instagram if that's their behavior. But then again, a woman is expected to be sane. You understand? A woman is expected to be a wife when you're married, not to look at another man but your husband. It will still be rare to see women that will stupidly fall into that. I'm not saying they are not, they will have exceptions to my rule I'm trying to make, because in every issue there is an exception to general rules. There are still
Yeah,
going to be people that will fall into that kind of temptation, and it will start from when the man is always getting so busy that you don't have the time to satisfy your wife in the other room. And you left with her, an able bodied man, idle, still trying to know when he's going to start trade. So is that will give room to temptation. But if a
yeah.
man is doing his duty, especially a newly married woman that is maybe still idle, trying to figure out what to do, you understand?
Mm.
She is well pleased. It will be difficult for her to start looking for. But when she is sex starved, it's very easy for her to be carried away.
To give
So
in.
people should understand the causes of what could lead to this, and then try to work on them. You can't tell me you're my husband. 5 days you never touch body, right? You tell me, oh,
Ah,
I just came back from Sokoto. Tomorrow I'm going to Kanu. Just don't worry. When I come back this weekend will come and pass. You tell me you're recovering from your trip over the day. seven
you are
days you
even
haven't.
talking. What about people who travel for 1 month, self, leaving their brother, their wives with brother-in-law at home? Eh?
Yeah, yeah, it is difficult, but if you understand the kind of wife you have at home, then you know if it's somebody you can live with your brother or not. This kind of
Even if you know the kind of wife you have, this one, do you know the kind of brother? Do you know the heart of your brother? If
No,
you trust your wife, do you
I
trust
might
your
not
brother?
know. I might not know, but if I call that place my home, I can be able to tell that boy, you know what? I think you have to go and visit mama, because I'll talk to my husband when the business is ready. When your brother comes back, you can come back home. And if he's not leaving, if so far I'm not working, if I'm working, it will be difficult for me to leave my house. I will pack my things and lock my house and leave. There are so many ways to get around this thing. A woman can control this easier, or rather easily, than a man. You get what I'm saying? A woman can, when you talk about this kind of domestic infidelity that is happening, is more on the men's side, is higher when it comes to men doing it than women.
Yeah, men
The
doing
rare,
that to their wife, sister, and cousin
and
or
their
niece.
housemaid and all of that. But it's
Mm.
very rare for you to see women. So the women that you can actually find doing this are those women I will call that they are not disciplined in the first place. Because if you're a disciplined woman, you should not be eyeing another. If you remember the vow you took at the altar, you will not be looking at another man. And again, that man in question, are you servicing that engine well? Because if you're servicing it well, the engine will not be looking for who to service it. So there are,
You see why Spicy Top is always shouting, go and give it to your wife. Go and give it to your husband. Olufunke, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Go and give it.
Good
Don't stop
evening.
holding it. It is not akara. Go and give
You
it.
know
Give it
what?
very well. Mm-hmm.
oh, so I don't get energy for you. I'm so exhausted this afternoon.
Hi. You sound exhausted. Are you exhausted from the other room or
ah,
exhausted from what?
I'm
Eh?
exhausted from work. It's 2:55 p.m. my time.
What kind of work are you exhausted from? Is it the work from last night or the work that you're about to do? Which one?
The work I'm doing right now, I decided to jump in.
Aha, we sure we can't see your camera. We don't even know what you're doing right now. What if you're actually working right now?
You want to see my face? You run.
Zoe, let's hear from Zoe. Zoe, welcome. Queen, I really appreciate your contribution
Yeah,
and you
good
talking on
evening.
the link.
Good evening, my sister.
Good.
Good ma'am, yeah, good evening, ma.
Welcome, Zoe.
Yeah,
Good evening, sis. Good evening,
Zoe,
everyone.
how
first
is the
of all,
day?
how
How
are
is
you
the day
feeling?
like? Oh, I'm better now. I'm very much better now.
Oh, great.
Zoe, are you sure? You need a break.
Yes,
If
I'm
you
okay.
want to take it, please do.
Yeah, I'm fine now. I'm fine actually. My sister came
The
around
past
from
few weeks
school.
have
She
been
just
very
made that.
stressful for you. It has been very stressful
Yeah,
for you. So if you need to
my one
take
of
a
my
week,
sisters just came back from.
eh,
Yeah,
is he a mature
can you hear me?
sister? Eh,
Ah, yes, yeah. So she
is
will
a
be staying with
grown.
me for
She
like
does she
2 weeks
have
before she
boobs?
goes.
She has breasts.
Ah, she's
Uh-uh.
someone that's gone. She's coming from university now.
Ah, 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 ah. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, so these things we are talking about, you see, some
Yeah.
people, like my sister already said, some people are just not disciplined naturally.
Mm-mm.
Because I just kept imagining myself. I don't, my husband's brother lived with us for a year. When I had my first child, he was serving in the same town where he was posted to the town where we were living. So he lived with us for like over a year. And I was just thinking since I saw this topic that did I ever for once have any feelings for this boy? Like what would be wrong with my head that I'll be having feelings for this guy? I never it's just baffling that so someone could be having feelings for their brother's husband or their sister's husband. So I don't understand.
Mm.
It's just indiscipline to me. And if we check very well, this woman would have been sleeping with other people. Because someone that can have feelings
No,
for the
she
elder
doesn't.
in-law.
According to this guy, she's not. It's just him. It's just him, no
Ah,
any other person.
eh,
He's in
ah,
love with her. He's in love with the brother's wife, as in madly in love
wow,
to the extent that he wants to marry Hannah and he wants to take the children along because one child
wow.
that one belongs to him and the other one is added advantage, Jara for him. Hmm?
Because the ones I've seen, maybe the ones I've seen before in movies, so the ones I've seen in movies, is like maybe two of them, they will see the lady together at the same time. And then one will be faster than the other to go and ask the lady out. But I don't know how someone will be doing that too. I don't understand. I don't understand. I can't imagine it. So,
It's
and
crazy.
I was talking about I was talking about when my brother-in-law was living with us. This he was helping me around with things in the house, with house chores, everything. He's a boy, oh, but he can do anything. Like he cooks, he washes clothes for his brother, he does everything. He even helped me take care of my son, my first son. He would take him to school. He go and pick
Mm.
him from school when I was pregnant with my second baby. Like even when me and his brother, when you have misunderstanding, he's the one that will be begging me, be talking to me that I should not mind him, I should not do this. So I just kept imagining that. So how would I have feeling for this kind of person? It's crazy to me. Oh, it's crazy to the
You
extent
know,
of
the
having.
devil is very tricky and wicked. The devil looks for leeway, looks for one mistake, maybe to just be an accidental kiss. You know, this kind of accidental kiss, maybe two of them brush, maybe hand rub breast,
Hey,
or he will stylishly use hand. And then that's if the woman doesn't have self-control, she begins to imagine it. If she's starved, like Oyoyo said, if she's starved, she'll begin to imagine if the husband is not always around. Like this particular woman, the husband travels a lot. He travels for weekend and he travels sometimes a week or two. Trusting that the brother is at home to take care of his family. So he travels a lot.
yes,
He's a
that's
senior
how it
manager
should
that
be.
travels to go and oversee other sides of the company, other branches of the company. And he goes out happily and returns happily. He's always at peace. They call him, and the worst part is anytime he comes back, that him and the wife He'll be so excited to be with the wife. They'll be in the room. That guy will now go to the door and be peeping and listening to hear the do. Is that bad? So he's obsessed right now. I think I'll call it obsession. He's really obsessed with the woman now, and he wants to take her ASAP. Like, enough is enough. Wow. He can no longer continue to watch the brother bang the woman he loves.
Because I just kept thinking about this. I could remember one particular occasion. My husband travels also back then. He travels a lot. There was this night my husband traveled. It was myself, my baby, and this brother that were at home. So it started raining in the middle of the night, and I've opened the window. I was wearing my night wear lights, and I've opened the window, and there's this in that window. We used to go outside, go and close it. Like, you can't close it from inside. So the wind started blowing. I went to call this guy. He came to close the window. I was just thinking, we met at the corridor. Our body touched body. But nothing happened. Like, I was just imagining, I went to his room to go and wake him to help me go outside because it was in the middle of the night. Like, there are many occasions like that we've been alone in the house for more than one day. And I never for once thought of anything like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it's the devil's work.
Okay, so someone wrote here, A29 wrote here, she said, but if your brother-in-law started pestering you and your husband wasn't paying you any attention, there is every chances of you giving into that temptation. If the husband is not paying you attention, and this is the problem a lot of people are having, when husbands do not pay attention, when husbands or even wife, even in the case, we know men, whether you give them 100 times a day, their dollar will still rise. But most often times, let it be that you are satisfying your husband and you are giving him. But if you always allow, let's say, sister-in-law, go and prepare brother food or uncle food, bring it to the table. Please go to the room, go and bring something. Your sister enters the bedroom at will, does everything. She's the one that does the cooking. She's the one that attends to his need. She's the one that presents, giving, and then you relax and say, your sister, do not relax and let your sister do everything. Because that is where the man begins to notice. Men are visual beings. They are easily moved. When they notice, they like attention. And if one woman is giving them that attention all the time, they fall easily. They are visual beings. And then for women, we how do you call it? The women are moved by what they hear. Their own is word. So if, for instance, a husband is not even paying compliment, paying attention, you finish making your hair and you as you fine like this, fine like this, like black mommy water, chocolate mommy water be. You fine like this, you set you tall, beautiful set of teeth. See your as you fine like this now, make it come be say nobody saying anything to you. Your husband hardly even pays attention. Tyrone Murphy, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Thank you. Please give me a thumbs up, Tyrone. Welcome. I appreciate you. You understand? And then your husband is not paying attention. No compliment. He hardly even have time to enjoy love making with you. He's always busy, always distracted. If this guy begins, auntie, this your hair is beautiful today. Oh, auntie, you're looking so beautiful. You dress up, say, iyawo me. Like the Yorubas, like even with the Igbos, we call our brother-in-laws call us their wives. It's normal with our culture. Iyawo me, you're looking. I don't know if you people do iyawo or auntie to brother's wife. Do they?
Yeah. Some people do it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's this your hair is very lovely. You are looking beautiful.
Host.
Small. Your heart will begin melt.
See, there is nothing like how to begin melt. See, it's not all about I'm not getting the bola. A woman should have some taste and class when it comes to men. It's not everybody.
You talk about taste and class. This guy has the taste and class because he's now working and he's made some good money and he's very handsome.
And so he might be working and making good money. That doesn't mean he has class or he has taste. For you to come and be salivating over me, you don't have taste or class. Because forbidden fruit. You should see me like a forbidden fruit. You should not touch.
Men love forbidden fruits. That is the more reason why they want to do it.
And for me as a woman, The thought of even thinking about you, another man, is disgusting enough. There are some
Yes,
women, and I
so
believe there are still some women that reason like I do, that the
Yeah.
fact that, okay, I am married, right? And the thought of another man, oh, ew, that is the first thing that should come
Yeah.
to a woman's mind. Therefore, because if you like, you walk naked with your bola, I won't notice you. Honestly.
Don't even walk naked. Please
No,
just get out of
I'm
my
giving
house,
an
man.
example. I'm giving an example.
you see,
Women
that's
should be
true.
able to define what makes them, what moves them. It's not just about the physical things you see. See, when I was about to marry my husband, one of the things that made me, that got me attracted to him was his fingers. I say, wow, this man that goes to that does pedicure. Ooh, that's good. And his fingers are soft. As a man,
Oh.
do you understand? So there should be something. It's not just all about he has a long cucumber and short cucumber. There should be something. The mannerism of that human being, the way the person carry himself.
The young Instagram and TikTok young girls in their 20s, do they even care about that? We're
They
talking
should
about
do.
this generation of young girls who do not care, or young guys who don't care.
Should be
You
caring
are
about
speaking because
things
you are
like this.
matured. Your
They should
time,
be.
your time is more matured. The way you were raised, our time is different. But believe me, the time of these young guys and young girls I see today, trust me, something different has to be done. A different approach to this. They don't
See,
care.
we are raising children, okay? And we raise them according to the way we were raised, or even do better by getting into, a better communication with our children. So I want to believe that it still boils down to what? Discipline. You understand? It still boils down to what you believe in, what you call important, what means what to you. Okay, because the current generation, if I would say, no, not current, we are still in current generation, because the young
Yeah,
folks today are so lost in the quest for money, does not mean there are still not good ones among them. There are still good ones
there
among
are
them. You understand? They
frivolous
are still
things. They
good
get carried
ones.
away with frivolous things.
They do small things. All they want to know is to look good, and most of them don't want to work hard to look good, not knowing the
Mm-mm.
life you're looking at Instagram are all borrowed life. They rent clothes to
Big.
wear and snap pictures. They rent studio to study. They would go to hotels just to snap picture and drink a cup of tea and leave. People should start understanding that. Yesterday you made a stream that we should start talking to our children to understand that
Yeah.
those things they're looking at are fake life. Do you think that is just a mere saying? That is
No.
a statement of fact. Imagine when you talk to your daughter saying, I hope you know those things you see on Instagram, they're not real. My daughter of 12 will tell you, Mommy, forget about the Instagram, everything. She knows they are not real. So imagine a child like that knowing that most of the things you see on internet are not real. You keep
Fake.
hammering it on that person, keep hammering it, it will sink into that person's head. Do you understand what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
statement you made yesterday when you were concluding your stream,
Yeah.
it might just be that Dear is talking. No, a reasonable person would take just that one statement and run with it. You don't have to take everything spoken for the past 3 hours in that
Mm-mm.
live stream. But what did I take
Mm-mm.
home? That parents should tell their children that what they see on social media are fake. I
Fake.
took it home. The moment I picked my daughter up, I asked her the question, what do you think about Instagram and TikTok live? She started laughing. She said, Mom, don't mind those people. They're all lies. They're all fake. I said, okay, why? How do you mean? I didn't even tell her it was auntie that said we should ask question. She now started talking to me. By the time she finished, she said that was auntie's closing speech today in her live stream.
Oh
People who might
dear.
come to these kind of situations, live stream, and then walk out without picking a thing. It's high time my generation, the young mothers, when you go to
Sit
something
up.
very impactful like
Sit
this,
up and
take something home.
speak to these children.
Yeah, take
Speak
something
out.
home. These live streams are made for a reason. They're not where we come to just laugh. Where
Mm-mm.
knowledge is passed, information is passed. Grab something, hold it tight, walk with it. Honestly.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you so much. Thank you. You see, some days I sit down and then I just ponder over the topic like, okay, sometimes I don't even know what to come out and say. I will just say, God, please, I don't know what to say. Should I just go to my community and say, I won't be able to stream today? And then it will just click. It will just click. One word will just drop. And then I run with that word. And I just know that sometimes God will just put, I don't go to live streams to go catch cruise. When I go to a live stream, I should be able to take home something, even if it's one word, like you say. Sometimes everything will be cruise, because I am looking at whenever I come on social media and I see the things that are going on, I weep. It breaks my heart. Do I have a child now? No, not yet. I don't. But will I have? Yes, I would. So I am putting myself in the place of motherhood. I am putting myself in the place of a mother. I am seeing myself as Oyoyo, as Olufunke, as True Mamle, as AE29. I am seeing myself as a mother too. And then when I put myself in that shoe, I am able to speak. Because if I want to remove myself from that, I won't be able to speak the facts that I see. I won't be able to. And I just know that we are the ones that will change things. Our parents have done their part. Maybe the method they applied is different. We now know better. We have a better method. Are we applying it? How many parents are really applying this method, a better method? We see people say, no, these are our fathers. They use flogging. They don't know better. Yes, they don't know better. They use flogging. They did what they could do to bring out decent men and women that we are today. We today, what are we really bringing out? What are we impacting? Is our method better? Are we truly applying them?
Let me shock you, host. A YouTuber here said that during her time that they were raised that you must greet every elder, and that her husband is so particular about their children greeting elders that she doesn't really care. And she tells her husband, no, I don't believe in that. She will tell her children, if you see elder, just keep walking. You don't have to greet the person. And it's a big YouTuber that said that.
That is, you see, this woke generation, these woke mothers, these woke fathers that we have today that are on social media, that have Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. These woke mothers that we see black and call it white, that see white and call it black. They are the problem. Imagine such a big YouTuber telling other people I was watching one that was saying, no, we are raised, we don't do chores. I never did any chores. I don't do chores. I was just looking at them. You don't do chores. Your children will grow up without doing any chores. Who you do? Maybe you think your children will equally have maids like you have maids. Hey, things happen.
Is it not the same children? The same children they will run to the US to give birth to. Maybe the child will come here to school. By the time he or she is done schooling, Mom, I'm sorry, I'm not returning back. He'll be forced to cook for himself. Okay, no matter how rich you are, you have to do things for yourself here.
Will they have maids? Before you know, she will have one child, two child, different father, three, different father, four, different, and start living on social welfare or child support.
When I heard that, I was like, I say your husband is doing the needful, telling the children to greet the elders well, but you're countering that training and your children are going to follow. The one you said is what you want. Not minding what will become of them when they grow up. That's why when you see some kids, they will just be waiting for you to greet them. And that's what is happening to our children in the US here. You see some children here, they'll be looking at you. For you that is the outdoor, to greet them. You understand? So I find it very, very difficult to swallow. I will tell this person, your child, is it that she can't see me? Do you understand what I'm saying? But
and they will quickly tell you, don't mind these children of this, don't mind these children of these days. That is
guess the community.
Don't mind them, all these children of these days.
Guess the community that is happening to is still the Igbo community. We have Yoruba community here. The moment so far is a face they've recognized before, they will bend down to greet you. When I mean bend down to greet you, they are also born here in this country. So tell me what you're teaching your own. Tell me what you're teaching your. I know our people, our culture and tradition is not that we bend down to greet people, but at least we'll say hello, we say good morning. will say good afternoon. But this one, a YouTuber, a big Nigerian YouTuber, is telling the whole world that she doesn't subscribe to that kind of child upbringing, that his name must they greet elders. I was like, after listening to that, I just clicked out. I say before I hear another one that will give me anxiety.
That will make you click on the, if it's a live stream, you click on the link and then go there, go and blast the YouTuber. Welcome, consistent place, ma. Thank you so much for coming. Host, honestly, see, these are the kind of things, children learn easily, they learn faster, they pick from their mom better than with their dad. So if a woke mother can be teaching the children this, do you think these children would pick the one of their father? I mean, it's easier to do the wrong thing than to do the right thing, you know that. See, it is far easier not to greet than to greet. So they'll go about
she's doing that in her family. She could have just kept it in her family and not come to YouTube and share it, because she's influencing more people to do the wrong thing. And the stupid ones will say, yeah, there is actually no reason greeting elders. This is who has had an elder
help? Who greeting help?
Do you understand? But those are not training. They are not at all.
You know, my cousin some years back, the daughter, okay, she called me and she was talking to me that her daughter said it's been long she heard from me and she wants to greet me. I said, oh, thank you. She gave the daughter the food and the daughter started. This girl is not more than 5, 6, yeah. And then she was like, she said something, auntie, you know they answer our call again. You know they pick my mommy call again. Why they pick my a little girl? There's a question she asked me. She said, hey, what's this? It has to do with money. Hey, this thing scattered my head. A small girl I knew, and this is my cousin. I'm older than her. So when she said that, Abi, because they answer my mommy call again. Abi,
that's what the mother has been telling her.
Thank you.
The mother has been telling her.
Thank you. The mother has been telling her things. And this is somebody I have been in my own little way assisting financially. Then, when pressure becomes too much, you yourself, you are trying to find your feet and then you are getting calls left, right, center. You get tired. So at the time I was like, I better make everybody find you. And you get husband now. Me na single then. I never married then. I was not married then. Me na single girl and I still try to find my feet. You have a husband. Now me where they single, now me go still dey. But I knew, okay, they didn't, financially. So I was doing my best. So, but the constant call, I now had to okay, let me give them gap. Then I traveled to US, came back. That was when she called and she asked that question, the daughter. The mother now collected. I said, what have you been telling your daughter? That was the question I asked her. What have you been telling your daughter? She said, I know they tell her anything. These children with the mind of their own. Now, so these children, they're too smart. I said, shut up. Don't ever tell me these children are too smart. There is nothing about smartness here. There's nothing smart about what your daughter said. You have been poisoning her mind and you have to be careful. I have not been picking your call for a reason. Do you know I've not been in the country? The call you've been calling, has it gone through? You've been trying me. I just came back. You couldn't reach me. And then you concluded maybe that I blocked you. And you've been telling your daughter that. I say, correct that error. Tanya Brown, thank you so much. Welcome. I really appreciate you, Queen. Thank you. I say, correct that. You are poisoning her mind. She's still very young for this kind of word. Like the boldness, the audacity to question why I have not been picking your call. That means you told your daughter that I have not been picking your call for this reason, because you asked for money. So we have to be careful as parents. That big YouTuber telling the children this is not just influencing the children, she's equally influencing other kids, influencing other parents, other woke parents like her. She's equally influencing other woke parents like her, because at the end of the day, they will take that thing home and then equally tell their children, you don't have to greet. You don't have to greet. Why? We are losing our upbringing, and this is why we are having this problem of a brother-in-law or a sister-in-law, not minding that this one is is a like you said, a forbidden fruit. But you see that forbidden fruit, that is the one they want to eat today. In those days, I say this is an abomination. You don't go close. Even few people go close, and some get beaten. But today, they don't care what happens. They tell you, one
Yeah.
chill, nothing they happen.
Hmm.
So we have to
Hey,
be
Jesus.
careful. Go
You have to
ahead,
be careful.
Olufunke.
You
Yeah.
see, I wanted to comment about this big YouTuber comment and everything. See, some of those Instagram girls, the reason why their marriages are failing is all this: I can't cook, I can't clean, we don't do this in my house, we don't do that in my house. Okay, maybe we are not rich, so maybe it's because we are from a poor family. Maybe that's why we are reading like that. I don't understand them. Because one that made that comment, and I now commented under someone that reacted to that video. The person now replied that he's from a rich family. They don't do such from. I mean, he don't like, you understand now, like he's from a
So
rich family.
Olufunke,
That's
you,
why.
you watched the video too, right?
I watched the video now. So the person that reacted to the
You
video
know
was
one
not
thing I love I
replying.
am happy. I don't you see those ones where they form wokeness. I know them. I know they follow them. I don't watch them because all they do is bring this fake Instagram lifestyle. They are bringing it to Facebook, to YouTube now, showcasing fake life.
Yeah, their husbands have nothing to enjoy from them. Like, you see, my husband, he's not rich. Maybe it's his poor man mentality that is affecting him. I don't know. I know that my husband will not eat any food from outside. My sister can prepare rice, they can prepare amala, but soup alone, he do not eat anybody's soup. Even yesterday that I was sick, I had to, I knew he just ate that soup out of, he knew that I was sick, that my sister prepared yesterday. So that's one thing about him. Now imagine, maybe that's what gives him joy. Like, I want to eat only my wife's food. Not like when I'm sick,
Yeah.
I'm dying, you not say I should cook by force. So no, but there was a day we had this argument about this sick. I said, what's the big deal in this sick? He now told me, okay, sit down. Since all these years, this is the reason why I'm saying I just enjoy, I want it to be like, it just gives him joy. If I can't do it, it's okay. If I'm sick, it's okay. If I'm tired, it's okay. But if I'm okay and everything is fine, you will appreciate to eat my food alone. Maybe all those Instagram girls that they're having issues, that their husbands are going outside to go and eat side chick food. Those, have you not seen this funny video that is trending, where they will put two videos side by side? Main wife, side chick. Side chick will put all her effort. He will put periwinkle, he will put it, he will put everything. She will cook this food with love. The wife will just put everything together and just do
The
everything
way
really
to
to
a
the answer.
man's heart, it remains the same. It's through the stomach. A man that
So
enjoys
my
a
husband,
woman's food all the time will definitely give that heart to the woman. See, whether we like
can
it
you
or
imagine?
not, it has been and it will continue. My husband, you see this thing you said, my husband doesn't eat out. As he's going, since we got married, every day he goes to work, I pack his breakfast. He eats breakfast and I pack his lunch. Even if I say eat from office, let's say he's running late, you say, no, don't worry. When I get my husband would rather starve and come back home to come eat my food than eat out. Even when he's buying the food, I say, buy food and eat. Now, eat something. You say, no. You not enjoy your food. This is their food that is no longer sweet. I will say, but you've been eating this food for how many years before you married me? Suddenly their food is no longer sweet. You understand?
Yes,
But this
so
is
that's
him.
why
This
he's
is what he
finding joy now.
he enjoys. Yeah, okay,
He's
yeah. I
finding joy in
really
this.
I love attending your shows through talk, but my schedule, when I have little break, I jump in for a bit. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you. Olufunke, there are some men is your beauty, that they just love seeing you look good as a wife. Some is your food. Others is the way you give it to them. If the other room is something your husband enjoys so much, hey, give it to him without limit. This is where his heart is. He wants to fire every day and you have the strength. Please give it, because that is where his heart is. If you don't give it, you stab him of that word, he will look for it outside, or he'll be vulnerable. Even if he doesn't look for it, he'll be more vulnerable to falling. So if it's food, cook that food, wash your hand and prepare. Even if you see, some men don't mind, even if it's garri you put in a bowl and put granite and sugar. So long as you're the one
Yes,
that
now.
prepared that gari, you pour that gari, pour cold water, put granite and sugar, they are good with it. It is my wife's food. This is where their heart is.
Hmm.
It is where their
Yeah,
heart
so
is.
those
You
people,
give it to them.
they don't know
Yeah,
where
go
they are
on,
getting
Queen.
it wrong. They don't know where they are getting it wrong. It was just that these men are being, what do they call this thing in English? When they will just be like being fussy, being cranky with their wives at
Yeah.
home, and the wife be wondering, why is this man doing this to me now? You don't know, maybe it's because of that food that you have not cooked.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why that husband
Mm-hmm.
is being cranky at you. So those people, they are just misleading people. And someone that is coming from one humble background will be imitating that person. They say, yo, I can't cook, I
Yeah.
can't clean, I can't do this, I can't do that. So I
Come
just
on,
don't understand why
wokeness.
people do.
Wokeness is that. Hmm?
You
Kind
know,
of
people
wokeness.
people don't know how they stylishly, directly or indirectly, cause problem in other people's home. If that
Yeah.
is what is working for you and your husband is stomaching it, please keep it to your domot. Keep it inside your home. Don't come and tell people that you're telling your children not to greet people. It's not right. Or you don't cook, you don't. That's the way of it works for you and your husband. It might not work for me and my husband. Okay, let's say host and her husband cannot eat outside. He comes home to him. My husband will not eat, even in the parties. He will tell me, no, when I'm Oyo, you made a very beautiful pot of soup. I don't want to spoil my appetite. The least
That
you will
is
catch my
it.
husband eating in occasion will be fruit and salad. That's all. He will drink his wine and
Omalo
come back to
big
meet
dear.
food. Do you understand?
Omalo
So
big dear.
the point is that
Omalo big dear.
people should be careful the kind of messages they are passing on the internet, because
Yeah.
others will run with it. Yes, so I don't have to do everything for my husband, oh yeah. And you don't know if your husband is a very temperament, a man with a very high temper, and the next thing goes on your face. Since
Oh,
when did
yo,
that start?
funny enough, some of them, these things are lies. Those women that say, I don't cook, I don't wash, I don't do this, I don't do this. Some of them, midnight, they still pound the jam for their husbands.
I tell you.
Some of them,
They cook
they
for
still
for
pound,
soup.
they don't have a choice. If they try any nonsense, they will receive backhand. But they will come on YouTube, come on
Hmm.
Instagram to come and influence people.
Yeah,
You
that's
understand?
something.
Some of them
Mm-hmm.
don't do all these things, but they will come and lie. That is that fake life I am talking about. That is that fake life. Okay, my Facebook name is
Wow.
Linda Blessing. My other account was people will pass me, they collect them from me. So I have this one now. Let me drop it here. Blessing. I'm not sorry to spell my name again. Please go on there. I'm
Remember
coming.
is Y-O. It's L-Y-O.
Really? So it's why.
Mm.
Yeah. Let me drop the Instagram. The IG is Linda. Go on, Queen. I'm coming. Let me just drop this.
Okay,
Linda.
like Sister Oyo mentioned something the other time that something to even disgust people, like you thinking about something, you should feel disgusted about thinking about that thing. That brought me to something that happened some years back. We were moving houses, we were moving to another town. So we now called the carpenters to come and remove our bed frame for us. So this guy, as he was removing I was in the room, I followed them to the room. He was about to separate the bed frame and everything. And he made one silly joke. This bed is difficult to separate. Too. You people, you don't know how many things you have done on this bed. And I was like,
Ah,
excuse me, what do you mean? How many what I have done on what bed? I said, I don't find that funny. Please, don't crack that nonsense joke with me again. Can you imagine? Because this bed is not easy to bring apart. So. And we have two kids then. Say, you have two kids. You don't know how many times you have done something on this bed. And I was like, don't worry. What do you mean?
you,
Hi.
Like I felt
imagine the
disgusted.
things going on in his mind
Uh-uh.
all along. Imagining how your husband must have been doing it on the bed. Maybe he must have tapped it and said, "Now, this
That's
bed
right.
strong, go. My brother strong,
Uh-uh.
go."
I was just like,
See,
I
Olufuke,
feel I don't appreciate such
if that had happened to me that day, he has lost his contract instantly.
because I was like, the vehicle I was about to carry the bed was out. And I don't appreciate this kind of joke. This is a joke. Please stop this kind of joke. I don't like it.
If to say
What do you
na
mean?
break the bed, break nko.
Hey.
You can say that's
Una
one for
say,
that.
ah,
That's one
una
for that.
don kuku do
Waka.
break the bed. Eh?
In fact,
See,
so
Yeah.
something to disgust people. Like if you feel disgusted about something,
you know,
just
this
stop of thinking
Olufunke said
about.
now brought me to what a widow friend of mine told me. She's a young widow. She said that if we know the kind of insult that she receives on a daily, people will feel sorry for her. That the carpenter that came to do repair things in her said, as madam, I can be helping your guy is not around. That please, you need to
Jesus
be
Christ.
warming the body and so the girl say
Servicing
carpenter,
the end.
carpenter. She started crying when the
Hey.
man left.
A woman, her husband passed on. We are
And
thinking
I'm
of how to
telling
come
you,
and help service her. But what did
mhm,
she tell you that that place is scratching her?
I
Eh?
honestly,
Hey.
she was telling me, if you see the carpenter that have not even giving himself a thorough bath. That day she cried, I cried, and was calling her husband's name.
Wow.
Why? Leave
It is
matter.
just sad.
Hmm.
It is.
Honestly,
You know
sad.
people say,
This woke generation, this our wokeness is not leading us anywhere. It is not leading us anywhere. Abominable things are taken for that. They are seen as normal things. Things that if the ear hear, it should just cringe, are the things that have become normal. And you see, if you watch this video, I will send this video to you. You watch and Olufunke, that reminds me, give me your Instagram and then your Facebook too, okay?
okay,
If you hear,
yeah,
if you need to watch the video, the guy is unrepentant and unremorseful. All he keeps saying is,
that's
it
very
is destiny, it is normal thing, that life happens. It's just happens that the woman, the brother was lucky enough to have found her, but such a woman should be with him, not with his brother. And he has no regret, and he will not regret anything till death, and he's not going to be remorseful about anything. He wants to just tell the brother that he has been sleeping with the wife, and he wants the wife now and the 2 children. If he refuses to give the other child, no problem. But if he doesn't mind, he will take the 2 children. This is how I open my mouth. Like, wait, how? No conscience. No conscience.
no conscience
He's not
at
even
all.
thinking it.
Guys,
And the guy was asking him, the way you are speaking, don't you think you are evil? He said, no, I'm not. I am not. I'm not wicked. It happens. It's normal. There is nothing normal about you taking your brother's wife. Hello. Nothing is normal about it. It's arrant nonsense. It is not normal. It's demonic to be looking at your brother. That my friend I was saying, she said, since that day, she avoided this brother-in-law. Because from the day
it's
they
better
married
to
her,
avoid it.
he was looking at her Ikebe, even snatched the Ikebe and uploaded it. A new wife. No respect. Until the brother saw the picture on Facebook.
Why would you upload someone's backside? For what?
She said she turned, she was cooking, then she bent down, she was doing something, and because she's endowed, so he snapped it and uploaded it. And the brother saw it and then was furious, like he should pull down that is nonsense. You should never try it again. And of course, it's not as if they are still in good times today.
I was talking about the experience I had back then. When I was in school, I was running 2 schools together. At first, my results did not go to the university, and then I went to the polytechnic. I was doing my OND. So when I finished my OND, I tried for the university again. Then I got admission into a university in my town. So I just thought of it that, I could be doing the university as a part-time program and then continue with my HND. At the end of the day, it's going to pay me. I will have my OND, HND, and BSc. So I continued. So while was in Ibadan. Okay, I was doing my HND in Ibadan and my degree in my town. So the university was very close to one of my cousin's house. So I was going there, I was staying with them, their house, and I noticed this guy was acting somehow. My parents were living in the same town, but our house was far from the sea. So I just left their house.
Mm.
I didn't stay with them again because I don't want any problem. I don't want to be the reason why someone's marriage will end. So I left their house. There was a day this guy called me that, oh, please come and help me pay NEPA bill. I had no choice than to go. And yes, now he said I should come and collect NEPA bill to go and pay, help him pay. So I went, I collected the bill and started asking or started making some moves. Thankfully, I left the house that day. I paid that NEPA bill. I did not even return that bill. I said you should come and collect it in the campus. So I won't bring it to their house. So whenever I'm in the other school in Ibadan, this guy comes from a wealthy house. His parents had houses in Ibadan. So this guy used to call me that, oh, he's in Ibadan. I come and meet him in one of his parents' house in Ibadan. Can you imagine? Then I was still single. I got married. This guy did not stop. So it got to a point I was looking for a job in one of the colleges of education, in my town. So and I saw that this guy was friends with one of the top people in that school, that have written applications. I now message now, bro, now help me talk to this guy now. I submitted my CV and everything. You know what this guy said? He said, okay, sit down for your husband house. Now for that your husband house, you get job. No come out for your husband house.
Eh?
They go bring better for you for your husband house. I said,
Which
what do
kind
you
of
mean? He said,
job be
okay.
that? Wow, imagine how people risk.
He now
Imagine
said,
that.
you see what, if you want to get the job, pick location, pick date, let's meet up. He told me this year, I should pick location in my town and date that I will get job. So, but I have to tell my mom at this point because I don't want any
Yeah.
trouble. So my mom is
I
around.
wanted to ask
My
if
mom
you
is
told
around.
anybody. You see something like
I told
this,
my
God forbid, people like this don't mind going to the extreme. He can do anything just to have you. So for someone like this, it's not enough to just avoid it. You go extra mile by making sure somebody is aware of his disturbance and persistence, so that one day somebody like this can even dope. I was given a certain example of something that happened to a lady. He can dope a drink, he can do anything, and then it will not look
yeah,
like you consented to it. You get?
yeah,
So it's better you told your mom about it. Honestly, it's better.
yes, I told my mom about it. So there is nothing people don't do. And I still see my cousin, I feel sorry for her. But I can't tell her anything. I can't tell her anything. I just feel sorry for her when we meet at family functions. I just look at her like this and take my, because I know this man will be doing it with others, like with other girls. He's working in a college of education. He's a lecturer. So he has access to girls. So I just see that lady, sir. Things are happening.
That's
Things are
good.
happening.
Things are happening. Welcome, treasure woman. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you, Fat Ninja, for staying with me. I really do appreciate you all. Honestly, guys, the things happening are quite scary, and it's getting out of hand. And I keep saying, what is holding Angel Gabriel? I think we need the trumpet. If that trumpet no work again, maybe we send another one, because I ready, make them blow trumpet, make everybody go answer me. Make everybody go cuckoo line up now. Because I don't know what this world is turning into. Look at the family of 6 wasted. All because of man's wickedness. It could be just a minor misunderstanding, just small conflict, and then you think about wiping the entire family. Here is a guy who has been sleeping with his brother's wife, now wants to take the wife and the children. Or is this sisters taking over their sister's husbands? A lot of abominable things. And I keep wondering, where are we heading to? Where? What has happened to our conscience? Is this still living? Is our heart still beating for humanity? What happened to this conscience that God gave to us? Is it this influence of social media or all these influencers in Shinaho? Crazy influencers all over social media with cult followers. I call them cult followers because those ones are ready to die for these influencers, influencing them to be rubbish. And I keep saying it, better to sieve what you watch, sieve what you listen to, for your own sake, for your mental sake, sieve what you watch, sieve what you listen to. Not everything should be digested. Not everything you come across, you click. Be careful. And then let us learn to go back to the drawing board and ask ourselves, have we become better since we became woke? Has this wokeness done any good to us? Has it made our lives better? Has it made this generation better? Are we better than our parents today? Can we beat our chest today and say we are far better than our parents or our foreparents? Go and see the nonsense going on. And another man will still do. I shared the story of a woman who took her own mother's husband. Her mother's husband gave her mother's husband 3 children without any remorse. 3 children because her mother couldn't give her husband a child. Took her mother's husband for 9 good years. She was living as man and wife with this man. He will come weekend, spend the weekend, some days, spend some days, and then go back to her mother. Her mother doesn't know who fathered her children, not knowing that she's sharing a man with her daughter. That is how messed up the society is. Sharing a man with her mother. If the mother had children and she has children too for the same man, what would they even call them? I don't know. How do you call those children? Let's say now your mother has a child or 2 for a man, and you equally have a child or 2. What would you call those children? I don't know. I don't think there's a word for it. Anybody, Olufuka, do you have word for it? Miss Ann Space, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for the thumbs up. Do we have any word for a sharing child with mother? Like having children for the same man. Is there any word for it? Because it's an abomination.
It's an abomination.
What would those children be called? You call them cousins, you call them siblings. What would they be called? Come on. And these are real life stories. These are not fictions. If they are fictions, I can actually digest fiction. And I say, it doesn't happen. But these are not fictions. These are real life, true real life stories. And they leave me thinking and wondering, where are we heading to? Please, let's have conscience and think about tomorrow. I believe in karma. Whatsoever a man sows in this life, the person will reap it. If you don't reap it, you are going to reap it in the next life. I believe in reincarnation also. Because I don't think people can commit all these atrocities and go free. No, and then death will be the end of it. No. I want to believe death is not the end of it. I want to believe death is not the end of it. The abominable things people do and go scot-free. I don't want to believe that they just die and that is over. I want to believe they will come back to pay dearly for it. Because if we say they will pay for it in this life, some of them don't pay for it. That's the truth. Being a carer, we can say such parents will suffer for their irresponsibility later on when the children grow up. And yeah, but unfortunately, do you know that some of them don't suffer for this? Some don't pay the price. They just leave this world peacefully. Some don't even suffer. They don't even regret and they don't suffer. They just go like that. So which makes me begin to believe in reincarnation, that you cannot commit all sorts of atrocities and abominable things and then go scot-free. No, you come back and pay dearly. Come back and pay dearly. Let's come and deal with the person. As for this guy, hey, I pray, rounding up now, I pray that the brother will be able to withstand the shock, because it's gonna wreck him. This is gonna wreck the brother. It will mess him up mentally. It will wreck him up emotionally. And I pray he survives it. I pray he survives it. Because I don't know how you'll be able to trust any other soul again after this. And the bad part of it is that this brother is ready to fight him even to take custody of the children. I pray that the Lord will be on his side. I pray family members will stand by his side as well, so that this guy will suffer. And I pray he will lose that woman, that witch, the Jezebel of a woman. I pray that he will lose her too. Thank you guys for your time. I know you've been busy working at the background and then also found time to be with me here. Thank you so much, Gwen. Can you hear me? Are you still at the background? Okay, I don't think she can hear me. True Mamle, are you still at the background? Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Yeah, what nonsense is that? Yeah, you for stretch your hand from your phone. I'm telling you, mean a slap I be one give you. I for don't transfer spiritual slap. Spiritual slap, just give them there. Make they just deaf once one like give this kind of slap with a deafing person. You know, it's not is it Igbeti? The one that if you slap, the person will hear when Olufunke, yeah, thank you. You give that, I would have given that slap that would deafen the person, and all the person will be hearing is to reset the brain as they don't get sense. Igbeti, yeah, don't give the person Igbeti. The demon, that demonic spirit that is inside that person will leave immediately. There are some deliverance that you don't need to pray. You give that person physical beating. Maybe say if you don't give the person, you go reset the brain. Like a hot slap, double for the ear. That's what that guy deserves. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you.
I do apologize, host. I'll be dropping now. I have a little thing to handle here, okay?
No, it's okay, Queen. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you. You've been amazing. I'm rounding up already. True Mamle, I think she's not with her phone right now, but she's supporting there. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you. Let's do this again tomorrow, same time on Love Night with Spice. Sorry, I was 30 minutes late today. That's because of the construction going on in front of my house, and they are not done. They are going to continue tomorrow. I actually gave it 30 minutes to see if they will stop, but they didn't stop. AE29, my queen, my gorgeous, thank you so much. You've been amazing. Olufunke, thank you. Thank you. Consistent place, ma. Thank you so much for your love and your support. I really do appreciate you. Fat Ninja. Oyoyo Wanyoma, Mommy Fechi. Mommy Fechi's monetization party is coming up on Friday. Guys, get your dancing shoes. Get your dancing shoes, please. No, don't eat because we are going to serve plenty jollof fries. Do not eat anything. We have plenty jollof fries for you. Mommy Fechi's monetization party is coming up. Let's prepare and congratulate her, celebrate with her, and rejoice with her on this. It's not easy to have a second channel and it's monetized. It's hard work, and she's really putting in so much into this channel. Thank you so much, Mommy Fechi, for your love. Tanya, thank you. I really appreciate you. Tyron, thank you. Boss Bay, Kamsi, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, guys. Being a carer with cares, you are amazing. God bless you, ma. Thank you for your time and your support all the time. Your love is massive. Thank you. Azizat, thank you, ma. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Cornelius, my darling husband. Thank you so much. Ed Varieties, ma. Thank you. Pepe Chichi, thank you, thank you. Inspire with Ella, Gabriela, thank you so much. Anna Agba, you all have been amazing. Esther and Ella, thank you for your time, guys. Let's do this again tomorrow, same time. I pray they will not disturb so that I can stream early enough and finish up early enough. God bless you, Olufunke. Please go to bed now. Go and rest, Queen. I really appreciate your love, okay? Good night, everyone. And I leave you with this, my music here, peace of mind. Yeah, I leave you with this music, peace of mind. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Fat Ninja, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Fat Ninja. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Thank
Yes, I need you because I want you. You're the only one for me. I'm from home after the party. The world is stressing me.
Yeah, so we done.
Because I know you got me. And you're my company. Anytime I call you, you be turned up. And you always come through for me. Peace of mind, yeah. You make me feel what's like the ocean. You give me peace of mind, yeah. Your body say I'm an attraction. You give me peace of mind, yeah. Baby, don't let me too hard. Please give me peace of mind. Please give me peace of mind. I beg, man. You give me peace of mind. You give me peace of mind. You give me my worry, you know my problem, you my baby. Oh, yeah. You give me peace of mind.
Hey, 29, thank you so much. Good night. I love you guys. Good night. Bye. True,
Good
Mamle.
night,
Good
sis.
night, Ma.
Good night.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time here. Thank you.
It's
Good
all
night,
right.
Ma.
It's all
Okay,
right.
good
Thank
night.
you.
Love you, Ma. Bye.
Bye. Bye.